Hello, YouTube. Thanks for joining me. If you're tuning in and this is your first time, please be cautioned because you're going to hear something you don't want to hear 9 times out of 10. And it is written, the truth will set you free. So, and mind you, I'm not talking about nobody specific. I'm not coming at anybody's neck right this minute. I just come to tell you something that you do not know. All right. The Father wrote a book, had a book written using words from heaven. Now, these words have been given a definition on the earth by the earth, okay? Because the Father's word don't change because it's a spirit. That's what makes it a spirit, okay? The spirit is the definition on the word, right? So, gold in heaven don't mean what you think gold means on earth. Silver in heaven doesn't mean what you think silver means on earth. I'm just giving a few examples. Cattle in heaven does not mean what it means on earth. Sheep in heaven does not mean what it means on earth. Now, what am I saying here? Now, this is why Jesus, you call him what you want, but I'm going to call him in a name that the world seems to relate to him by. So, Jesus came and he was trying to teach the same thing, and who shown me how to teach this and gain a higher understanding. That's what the heavens is the higher understanding of all things. Because all things have multiple levels of understanding. These were meant to be stumbling blocks for you because you're put here for a reason. That is a whole nother topic. You're put here for a reason, and this place is literally hell. You call it what you want on your day, but in the truth, the true, realest, highest, verily, verilies of veril truths is this place is hell. So, in hell comes along demons. All right? Demons and other spirits. These spirits are the characteristics of the people around you. There's nothing spooky about it. You seen a low down dirty dog? You seen a low down dirty snake in the grass? You know what I mean? You seen a flock of sheep just following somebody and you shaking their head? You know, let's say you at that company meeting and everybody was talking crap, but then all of a sudden at the meeting everybody just following the flock. Oh, the big boss is here. We're just gonna go along with this. Yes, no, some. No, 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 no. And trust and believe. I know Joker's gonna be like, this dude is an agent, this, that, the third. These niggas don't want to hear from me either. Everybody, everything, every entity on this planet does not like the word. And all the word does is free you. The Bible frees you from your bondage to the entities in this world. Now, you're going to think, that's crazy, talking about entities of this world. Aren't you an entity? Isn't a cat an entity? Come on, man. Let's put it in perspective, in righteousness and peace and in order and decency. Okay? Because the prophecy that I'm telling is the one where my father cleans his house first before he goes to do what he's going to do in the world. So that means his house got to get into order because his house is dirty. He said every table you eat on is filthy. All right? And who was he talking to? He was talking to man. Right? It's talking to man and pastors and all your leaders, because everybody don't know that everything's not a man. That's how they hide themselves. They hide themselves because they make you think you are what you're not. And then you think you're going to get the judgment of a man. A man's judgment is very high. So if you choose to be a man and call yourself a man on that day, when that day comes and you don't have the knowledge of a man, you gonna you already in hell. You gonna be in a order of disarray. It's called the lake. All right. So that lake, that's where you're gonna be at, and it ain't no place to be. That's all I'm trying to say. And another thing is the reason why Israel was chosen to go to first, because they have faith, they have uprightness and everything. Like they trying their best to do this thing right. They went above and beyond what a Christian is doing, what a so-called Christian is doing, with the so-called Catholics, the so-called any other religions on this planet, because everybody's doing it wrong. Because look, I'm gonna tell you like this: that ISIS thing, the beheadings, they don't understand the book. Because if you understood "Thou shalt not kill," then you would understand beheading somebody literally is a no-no. Okay, killing somebody's spirit for you guys are a no-no. So killing that spirit of a woman, because a woman, everybody chose to put this woman characteristic onto the female. That is your judgment. That's why you got jokers, got your head covered, your face all covered. You can't do what a man could do. Okay, that's true. But what is a man and a woman according to the scriptures? Not according to what you learned when you dropped out your mama, or what you call your mama. And no, it's not that. Because and your Sabbaths and your new moons is wrong. Let me tell you, these niggas decided to read a book because they stole it from the people that understood the book, who was told what the definitions were when they wrote the book. So since they took this book, they had seeked out the characteristics and put them on things that they see around them. Things. Okay? So you got the woman, she bleed every month, right? Don't a female dog bleed every month? Don't a female cat, bull, whatever animal on the face of the planet, don't she bleed every month? Don't she have titties in a coochie? And I know people would think that's way off, but don't. That's why we call them males and females, right? That's why you guys call them that. But the true understanding of what it is, because there is no male or female in heaven. So when you are in the spirit, and they call you a madman when you in the spirit, because you're selling them something that they don't know, and all they have to do is believe it and learn to understand it, and then you attain salvation, because you'll be able to see the things that other people can't see. You'll be able to sit here and watch movies, and you're going to see everybody watching the same movie. It's the same thing with the book. Everybody watching the same movie, but you see something totally different going on in the background, because colors mean everything. Fire. When you see somebody sitting at a table, they having a dinner. Oh my goodness, man! They have, just like the Last Supper. What did they do? They was talking. They was conversating. They was eating the body of Christ. But y'all don't know what that is. So, anyway, like I said, even the Bible says, you know, y'all going to think I'm mad. I'm not mad. I understand. And understanding doesn't come from this world, is what he's trying to show us. So the more entities that you believe over God, his word, that's your fault. That's your doom. So if you believe your pastor, or whoever you think got all this knowledge or something like that, over what he's telling you, then you're in error. Because these beings were given judgment for what they done. Who was the man was the beast in the field, man. And that's too hard. Oh man. Not the man is the beast in the field too. Well, what you call a man, that's what I'm trying to say. The confusion, because the word is not confusing. The confusion comes when it hits the spiritual side, which is this is the third day where he said he's going to wake us all up. And he said, just because you first, you end up being last, dog. And you was first. You had the first levels of knowledge. And then before you can attain all the things that was really worthy, you jumped out and started teaching, which make you a man. Actually, you a female because you teaching earth knowledge. If you was teaching heavenly knowledge, you would be a man. That's how I know you guys don't know what you're talking about. Because you wouldn't be sitting here condemning people when they're just beings who have the same opportunity that you have to learn and get this understanding. Now, you could say animals don't talk, this, that, and the third. Animals have their own levels of communication, right? And they understand each other, but just because we don't understand them, we don't know. We say, oh, these animals are dumb. I've seen cats and dogs and different types of animals do some crazy stuff that they was trained to do. That don't mean that makes them intelligent. And you know what? I don't even want to go there right now. We just going to walk this path that I'm on right now. So anyway, the prophecy that's going to come to pass is that there's going to be a correction going on in the house of Israel because they need to be corrected, not destroyed, corrected, because they work hard. They work hard for what they do. They on these streets. You know what? I commend these brothers because they on them streets. But my Father's word won't be heard in the street. You a doorway, you a gateway to allow others to find their way into the house. Because that's what you're chosen to do. You're chosen to bring others into the house in righteousness and peace. But y'all niggas is at war. Y'all the red horsemen, the teraphims of the planet right now. And y'all walk about the planet just mincing all over the place like women. And mincing is your bloodline. And don't y'all walk around with y'all chart, 12 tribes? That's mincing throughout the streets. The whole book is about y'all niggas. You just don't see it. So instead of allowing y'all to receive harsh judgment in this lake, because y'all don't understand the true lake yet. You don't understand because you already in captivity. So a lake is a lake of fire. Fire is laws and orders from a higher place of judgment. So now that I got you up to speed, a lake of fire is like physical encampment, imprisonment, where you can't do nothing. Somebody tell you when you could go to the bathroom. Somebody tell you when to wake up. Somebody tell you when to go to sleep. And don't act like that shit can't happen. Do not act like it can't happen at all. Because the truth is, it has happened. And it's been happening. In this generation, and I'm guilty of it too, I just heard something called the movement, where they blew up a block in Philly with a bomb. I was like, what? In like 1981. I was like 2. But I was like, what? They ain't even teach that in school. They still ain't teach that in school. Nobody heard about none of this. So that's what I'm saying. You don't know what they can do to you at any given moment. Hey, they can kill this flesh all day. Because I got my glory. You feel me? I'm not going to be stuck here like this. No, 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 no. I'm awake. You guys are supposed to wake up along with me because he said that somebody going to be raised up and they're going to come to you and they're going to tell you something and you better believe it. That's not verbatim. That's the nutshell. That's the nutshell. And if I came in spirit, you won't understand the word that I'm saying. I'm just giving you a couple spiritual definitions because this is how you walk. The land was named after yourselves. You are dirt, you're land. So you named them after yourselves. This is numbering. Didn't someone see? This is also an esoteric conversation because I'm only really speaking to a certain group of people, and whoever pick up on it, and they probably won't pick up on it faster than you because angels follow orders. Angels can't change their minds. Someone have to come and give the angels new orders. That's all. Because you didn't understand the orders that you got. And I see it every day. Every day I'm on here. You call me a troll, whatever you want to call me. I put videos up too. Unfortunately, nobody wants to hear the truth. But guess what? Just like you're everybody, I have nobody in my corner. So, just like Jesus said, there is none beside me. And that's all I need. So, this is, you don't know what none is. You don't know nothing. You know everything. I give you that. You know everything about this place where you was put. Between all of you, you know everything about it. But you don't know nothing. And when you need to know nothing, you need to get it from the one who walked in darkness to retrieve it. Because it's scriptures written all about this. You're in darkness because you don't understand the words that I'm saying. You don't understand them when I'm speaking all the time because I'm using them in a different context that you have not been enlightened to yet. So I'm using a different definition or spirit on the word. Like we say, oh, that's cracking in the hood. You know what I mean? Oh, that was crack right there, yo. Oh, that's fire on the lane. Yo, run that track back. See? Do you see? You might call it ghetto, ebonics, whatever. But those words mean something in every different, on many different levels. So what I'm showing you is the level that you need to understand. Okay? And I'm, like I said, I ain't here to destroy. I'm here to change. And what can't be changed will be destroyed. Because you're going to have to give up. Because niggas is going to know the truth about you. The whole book is about you. That's like that chick wrote that song. I bet you think this song is about you. The book is about all of you. Because putting somebody into slavery and bondage, that's what I had to wake up to. I'm not here to enslave anyone. Yeah,
What do you want me to do with the rice?
toss it.
Alright.
Yep. Okay. So, oh man, I lost my whole train of thought. But anyway, at any rate, somebody had to walk in this darkness through the halls of Amente and to get this knowledge. And when you go, you don't turn to the right hand or the left hand, right? You don't take a breastplate or a tunic or a staff. You don't know what this stuff is. I mean, and it's scriptures telling you that bread and water can't enter into where I have been. All it is your knowledge needs to change. Once you change your knowledge, you golden. Because everything is done by covenants. You know what slavery is? Slavery is your job. your bills. The way you live every day is slavery. Literally. In the Most High's eyes. My Father's eyes. Now, He don't want you to live this way. Let's say you wanted to fly an airplane, right? And there's people that love flying airplanes down there at the airport anyway. So all you would have to do is go down there. And then you would practice flying with them. And then y'all just be flying people wherever they needed to go. Okay? Same thing. You don't. Jokers is like, well, who gonna be cooking? Who gonna be doing this? Who gonna be shopping? Who's gonna be farming? I've met people that love to do this stuff. I met people that do it for a hobby because they need a real job to pay the bills. That they'd rather be farming or something. Like, I found people that want to stock shelves. Like that, they just like to stock shelves. Everyone is programmed with the program to do. All we need to do is let go of this place, but you don't know how to yet. So you need someone to come tell you to stop, who to stop dealing with. Because everybody out there is not bad. Everybody's not bad or out to get you even. Now, not in the name of Israel, everybody's not out to get you. I put it like that. Everybody else is just, remember this. Your best intentions turn out to be the worst thing in God's eyes, okay? Like, the Catholics' best intentions was to cover up all them sinful pagan days with Christmas, which was really a good idea because I didn't want to see none of that shit that these niggas was doing back then. So, their best intention caused a terrible situation because it was opposed to what the Most High wanted. When you go into somebody's paganism, you're supposed to take out all their gods. God tell you what to do with all of this stuff. He said take out all their gods, their statues, their doctrines, take everything out and dispose of them. That's it. You done with all of that. Because that's how, and you destroy the temples. In the altars and stuff. Because you're done with that because everything was built on one lie. One lie. Which really wasn't a lie. It was a misunderstanding. I keep trying to tell everybody because it is what it is. Every word is numbered. Oh, I'm sorry, man. But it's too funny because I just turned to spirit, and that's hilarious. Because the book was meant to keep you blind because of our sins against the Most High and the things that we have done. We didn't keep any of our covenants or our agreements. So if we can't keep covenants with with God, what make you think He gonna allow you to keep a covenant with each other? This is why all the wars and things are breaking out. Because you can't figure out how to do things right. From all the world leaders, I really don't care. You can kill me, whatever. My glory is attained. You can do whatever you want to this temple or any other temple because there's a state you have to be in before you can realize everything that I'm telling you. And it's the state of detachment of this place. I mean, everything. Everything I am detached from. I do what I need to do so that I can get this internet up, make sure, the lights and stuff is on so I could put up a video. So that way I control, I'm going to say it, I control through all these videos and start to edify people before what's going to take place takes place. Because it didn't happen to just me. I ran into beings and entities that figured it out. And their day is coming. You think you the same. That's the problem. You think you're something that you're not. Okay? Now, as far as the terror films and stuff go, it's far and few between you run into a seraphim. And cherubims are all over the place. They're everywhere. they like a loose date or something. They're just everywhere. You find it cherubim. Everybody think they know something, or everybody got a different level of certain things, but no. So the truth in the power lies in the words. Okay. Now I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say, oh, there's not enough words on this page. All right. Well, let's say favorite is word 92. Truth is word 85. And let's say Sabbath was word 27. So if he wrote down those numbers, you should know where to put those words at. Right? That's what the book did. That's why he said, I'm going to write it on your heart. Because there's no way for me to decode this and give it to you the way that you need to receive it. There's no way to do it. That if it was a way to do it, it would have been done already. To just do it. That's why he said it's got to be put together in your head. That's the only place it can be done. It can only be put together in your head. But you got to build your rainbow bridges and connect them back together to the left and the right side back together to get the understanding. So, and I know I'm just bouncing around, but if you ever see something that you've never seen before, I don't care what it's doing, what it is, just don't talk to it. Okay? Just don't talk to it. Okay? Because words get you killed. And you know, they've been killing people with Jesus for generations now. They've been beating you in the head to death, literally, with it till you don't even like to hear his name. Or that's why they change it to Yahweh Shai, you know, even though that's it in the Hebrew. But we gotta come to an understanding that that's a name. And in Psalms 138, it say his word is magnified above all names. So if you a name and his word is more powerful than you. He said it, not me. You could read Psalms 138. It's in there. You could just type that little phrase in Google. Where he says, "Thy word is magnified above all names." How absolute is the word all? So, if somebody has a spiritual dictionary in their head that he put there, because I prayed. This is what I really did. I'm gonna give you a secret. I prayed and asked for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He gave it to me. He gave me levels of it. So then, with all my knowledge and wisdom, I knew I was missing a key. Salvation. So I prayed for that. And he unlocked every door that I asked him to open for me. He knocked and he said, if you let him in, he'll come in and sup with you. You're going to eat what he eat. But you think you don't know what eating is. Like we used to get our paychecks and like, ooh, I'm going to eat good. My bread, you know, or I'm making $15 an hour, $20 an hour, $40 an hour. Ooh, you eating good over there, ain't you? Talking about how much money you make. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just different levels of everything. And I'm only really bouncing around giving tidbits of information for a particular reason. That you have to understand the world has a veil on it. The veil, because remember, they told you that they wrote in the New Testament that the Antichrist was already here. So what was you looking for? What was you looking for? Because it's already dark outside. It was dark outside since Jesus was here. That's what you didn't know. So since it's dark, You have to look through the darkness for the light. The light is not in plain sight because they lied to you about what these words mean when they were spoken from God, the Most High, whose name I will not share. Everybody think they know something, but you don't. You know everything, but you don't know nothing. And that's the only way I could put it. And I'll give you hints. He said you got to go through Jesus, right? Jesus was what? What was Jesus? What was he? And if you could reach all 7 levels, then you understand what Jesus was. And you would understand his mission, and you would understand why they crucified him and put him into darkness. All right? And put him in the grave. You'll understand that. But because the truth is, man, they did it because they knew that we were supposed to make an offering to God. Man, look, me just thinking about it just ticked me off that bad. That they were supposed to make an offering to God. So what they did was and this is where he gives you the power to see. He gives you the power to see the things that are clearly in sight but can't be seen because they're shrouded in different definitions. That's all that it is, different definitions. So the word in English just basically means crap. It's just nothing. That's why the Lord said, sit on that right hand until your enemy is my footstool. Because I'm sitting on the right hand trying to communicate with you some things that you don't understand. So these niggas knew the Passover was coming. And they knew who Jesus really was and what he was up to. So they crucified him so they could have his information for the Passover because they wasn't properly dressed. That is the truth. So that's why they parted his garments and stuff. They knew high holy days was coming up and they needed them garments. They needed everything he had because he was the next level ascended from where they was. So you guys dig through the past, but you pulling out crap. You pulling out the BS that these niggas done. Yeah, they your forefathers. Yeah, but it's time to wake up and see that they did something wrong because they ain't here, are they? If you could point them out, point them out. You know who here? Enoch. You know who else? I ain't even telling you who else is here. But you know certainly Enoch's still here. And I'm shocked he ain't tired of this place yet. And like I said, you just don't know what you don't know. And I just come to give you some insight to those things. Don't think you're a male. Don't think you're a female. Actually, most of you are females. Okay? But that's because you don't know what animal you are. That's what, you know what? They've been telling us stuff for years. What's your spirit animal, this, that, and the third. I think they even came out with a movie about spirit animals and stuff like that. Because your characteristic gets you labeled of that animal. So your personal characteristics get you labeled about that animal. And if you that's your heart. Your heart is your inner core personality. Want something that you can't just freely remove from yourself. So once you get that understanding, then you'll see what you are. Then you can be ascended. That's why it said he'll have a face of a eagle, a lamb, a lion, and a man. Because these is levels of knowledge. That's only 4. That's only 4 that you know about. Because let's look at it like this. There's a party going on, right? Jesus is at the door. watching the door until it's time for him to enjoy himself at the party. The father's like, look, I know this is your party, JC. But I need you to watch this door for me. Because the person that I wanted to watch, the being that I wanted to watch the door, he can't do it. He jacking it all up. So we gonna put you at the door. Now, once you learn and understand what Jesus is and his purpose, then he lets you into the party. Now, when you go into the party, just because he's still not in the party yet, there's the main hall. Let's say there's 150,000 in the main hall. Then let's say in the side rooms, in every individual side rooms, which are many, there's another 400 or 500 people in those individual side rooms. Now, once you're in the party, if you got past JC, Jesus, the Christ Jesus, CJ, you are able to join and enjoy the beings and entities in the party, because the entities at the party have been allowed in by the master. So if JC is letting them in and the master is not kicking them out, then it's okay to talk to these entities inside of this door. But most of y'all can't even get to JC properly. That's why you never seen what's on the other side of the door. It's your fault. It's not his. And that's what I need to really explain to you. That's why he say Noah and Abraham, everybody can only bring themselves there. You responsible for you. And telling somebody, hey, I wouldn't do that if I was you. In righteousness and peace, thy will be done, mighty Father.